Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Derek Francis.
And I'm Janice Allen. First tonight, 3 men charged in the plot to kidnap Governor Whitmer in court today, with more details of the plan now coming to light.
Our Angeline McCall joining us live from the newsroom with those standout details from the over 6 hours in court. Angeline.
Derek, Janice, the 3 men in court today, Pete Musico, Joseph Morrison, and Paul Villar, all face similar terrorism and firearm charges that could result in at least 20 years in prison if convicted.
The masterminds behind the plot allegedly recruiting members for Wolverine Watchmen through social media and asking what kind of weapons they would bring and how far they would go to protect their plans.
So one of the vetting questions was, are you willing to be considered a domestic terrorist?
According to the FBI, the group was part of what they called Quick Response Forces, or QRF, deploying to Black Lives Matter protests and working to be unseen by law enforcement.
We basically talked about being silent, not being visible at protests, and operating and training in the shadows until it was time to strike.
They went so far as to scout locations where they could act as snipers if law enforcement began shooting at protesters, with plans later transforming to target Governor Whitmer as she continued extending COVID restrictions.
Paul Villar stated, "I swear to God, if this is true, I'm going to Molotov her house. I'm so done with her."
All this information coming from an informant who tipped off police. He was present during the first suggestion to kidnap the governor.
Adam Fox brings up the concept of kidnapping Gretchen Whitmer.
How does he do that? What's the context?
They're all gathered around during a portion of the training, and Adam Fox says, "Who's down for kidnapping?"
The FBI agent saying the group was surprised. At least one of the men in court today, Joe Morrison, agreeing to that plan.
They said they were good with the plot. Sean Fix brought up different weapons they could use to further the plot. And they all agreed that although it didn't go over well with the group, they were all in.
The defense will pick up with more cross-examination of the FBI agent tomorrow. This whole process will determine if the case will head for trial. In the newsroom, Angela McCall, Fox 17 News.